already laid out the cards, and I laid a card out for every month and sort of in quarters, different decks. But I'm going to freestyle a little bit because I find that reading each card in a row it disrupts my flow. So I'm gonna more freestyle it, and so let's just jump in. You guys have some big heavy hitters. I had the Tower come out in a couple readings, but there haven't been a lot of major arcanas. But right off this year, you're starting in the first quarter. You have the Three of Swords as the underlying card for that first quarter. And that's really like the truth coming out. The truth. You can say the truth hurts, but it's like seeing something being revealed, seeing something very clearly. For some of you, it may be at work, could be in a relationship, but it's something that's going to happen. And if some of you are in a court case, because we have justice and judgment in this first year. So if any of you have had any legal things going on, I'm not a lawyer, consult a lawyer, bottom line. But these cards would say that there is going to be resolution of that in the first quarter of the year. So, and it could even be a work thing for some of you because there's the Three of Pentacles there. But when these two bad boys show up together, this is like big time decision making here. So the Justice card is, it can be karma. It can be a big, huge validation if you don't have any legal things, because how many people have legal things going on? But it's, so it would be like someone who's wronged you in the past. I like to use this example. I worked for this horrible lady. Oh my God, she would yell at me. Like, she was so unreasonable. I would have 90 days to process something, and something came in late in the afternoon. I did it the next morning. So I had 90 days to do it. I did it in less than 24 hours. She comes over, she looks at it, she's like, well, I guess you couldn't have done it any sooner. And like walks away, like angry. It was just, and she would yell at me. She was horrible. She was really, really, she had issues. Really, she had issues. And then I remember, so I ended up moving actually. So I left the job, and someone I knew took the job, and a very good friend of mine was like, oh, don't worry, well, so-and-so isn't as sensitive as you are. She's not going to get as, she won't let her get to her as much as you do. And then it really hurt because I was like, what the, so it's just me being too sensitive. Well, of course, didn't that really tough lady who could deal with things much better than I can, didn't she leave because she couldn't deal with this crazy person? And then that person got fired. I was like, and I wasn't, yeah, on one hand, I was like, yeah, she got fired. But for me, it was more validation. Like, A, it wasn't just that I'm too sensitive for something. And B, like, it finally caught up to her. So that's sort of this energy. Like, I didn't need to go around bad mouthing or try to, do anything. It's just, I moved on. And I would hear things, and it's just sort of like, yes, I knew that her behavior, but somehow people don't get it. People in your situations don't see it. So it's like someone is going to be declaring themselves, and it'll be in such a way that it's a wake-up call. It's like there can be no more denial. There can be no more he said, she said. There can be no more questioning. Like, it's just out there and everyone sees it. And it's great. It's going to be great. But this Judgment card also, though, is really about you sort of something clicking. And you're never going to live the same again when you make this decision. Like whatever you're going to do is going to stick, and it can be, and often something very positive, even if it came out of something negative, but it can be completely positive. I like to use the example, my mom in around 40 probably decided to start running. She was never a runner, decided to start running, and now she's going to be 75. She still gets up and runs 3 miles almost every day at 75. So I mean that stuck. Like she'd made up her mind, and that there was no looking back. She's never going to stop running until she literally, probably till she dies, knowing her. So it's something that sticks. It's a decision that sticks. And so maybe for you, you're like, I'm never going to allow someone to treat me like that. I'm never going to be in a situation that I'm that happens. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to have stronger boundaries. I'm going to move on. I mean, it could just be like, I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. But it's like, it's a wake up call, and for you to see things really clearly. You're no longer going to have guilt about it. You're no longer going to somehow, people often make you feel like I was saying, like, you're too sensitive. You're too this, you're too that. And it's like, no, it's not that I'm too sensitive. It's that your behavior was unacceptable. Boom. And you just like, you don't have those doubts anymore. It's done. It's clear. And I think it's for you to really be also getting this feeling of you really being a leader. So even if you're not like in management or in a technical leadership position, you're always leading by example to people around you, to your children, to just anyone in your surrounding. So think about that. Think about being an example. Oh, you have 2 3 of shields. Of pentacles. If you are a manager or you're becoming in management, definitely apply for management positions. Be a good manager. I just told you about a horrible manager I had. Shaming and being unreasonable, insanely micromanaging is not, people don't, resonate with that. Encourage people, see people's individual talents. So I'm also getting that you guys, if you do have any sort of hobby, any sort of, or even in your work, someone is going to recognize your talent this year. And want to promote you, want to back you, want to help you with that. And so, and all of this happening that I was just talking about is going to bring about a profound healing for you. So this year is all about healing and honoring your gifts and talents and moving forward. Because we come down to this row and you have the sun. You have the sun. You have the 2 of Cups, the ultimate love card, and the Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning, love, pregnancy, a new emotional beginning. Your cup runneth over. So this gorgeous, gorgeous emotional happiness, vitality, seeing things clearly, an aha moment. So here it's just like, just aha moment after aha moment. You're just like really seeing things clearly. And I get that you're just not taking any shit anymore. And again, this isn't in a negative way. It's just like, it's like rolling off you. Like you're just not, it's very simple. You're just like, nope, this isn't, working for me, and moving on. You're not creating drama about it. You're not bitching about it. You're not going on about it. You're not hanging on to it. You're just moving on. We have also a Page of Cups. I mean, you have all these new emotional beginnings, but it's all going to have to do with letting go. And I love the 5 of Cups in this card because she's just like, blowing out the candles. It's time to move on. That's what you do when if you had candles going and you're leaving and moving, you just blow them out and you move on. It's that simple. Like you're really sorry, excuse me. You're really just ready to move on. No drama, no, you're just leaving it behind. And it's going to bring about a lot of balance and confidence. You may even be making yourself vulnerable, asking someone out. But it's not going to be scary. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't know if I should ask. You're just going to kind of be like, this feels right. This person really interests me, and ask them out. Like, I don't know. You're just going to feel really, you're just not going to let things wear you down anymore. You're not going to overthink things anymore. You're not going to worry and try to force things to work that aren't going to work. Like it's really going to be a profound year for you. And wow, we have these two we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles down here. So this is just really making practical changes. Yeah, so if where you live, your neighbors are horrible and loud and always revving cars or have dogs that barking. Oh my God, the neighbors' dogs bark constantly at my house, but it's nowhere near bad enough to move. But say you're in a situation where it's just, or you don't like living on that busy street, or you want to live in the country, or you want to live in town so you can walk. It's not going to be a big emotional deal. You're not going to stress about it. You're just going to be like, okay, I'm going to move. You're just going to move. Like, you're just not sweating the small stuff. You're just this feeling of acceptance and grace and even vulnerability, but in the way that I know I need to make myself vulnerable sometimes in order to live the life I want. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. And I didn't read the Seven of Wands yet. This is that defending yourself without being defensive. And again, it's just like, no, thank you. No, being a complete sense. No, thank you. And it's not, oh, I got to make excuses. And why do they always ask me that? And there's no backstory anymore. It's just like, no, thank you. Moving on. End of story. You're just not hanging on to things anymore. You're letting it go. And you're just like allowing positivity. You're not, and you're moving away from people who do that too. So you may find that you don't see the friends that you used to see a lot, you don't really hang out with anymore. And again, it's not done in a vindictive way, but it's just like, it's not healthy for me. It's not working for me. And these people don't really resonate with me anymore. And then finding a few people that really do resonate with you and really help you stay in this new way of being that is one of acceptance and healing and making sure you're bringing in the good and letting go of the negative. So this was kind of a shorter reading than the others, but I feel like it came out really fast, and there's no need for me to just keep saying the same thing over and over. But you have some beautiful love cards here, beautiful new beginnings, beautiful, you're really going to heal and feel happy. Really feel happy, and it's all going to be because of you. Take care.